Some of my students were freaking out about this video and calling the professor evil and whatnot, but there might be another explanation here. So hear me out. Every school I've ever taught at, there's a learning management system. That's like the grade book that you can look at. But then there's another system that we use to enter grades for the registrar. And so the LMS uses numerical grades. And so what happens is if there's an 89.9999999, that will still show as a B. But the registrar system, instead of putting in numbers, we usually just put in letter grades. What might happen here is that the professor is seeing an 89.97, but when the professor goes to enter the grade to the registrar, it's going to be an A because the professor is going to round up. That's what I think is happening. And the reason I know this is because I once had a student who she got, I believe at the end of the semester, an 89.45, and I thought she was a good student. I thought she deserved an A, and so I found a way to kind of nudge up her grade, so it wound up being like an 89.56, which in my mind was going to round up to an A. But the LMS, like the default cutoff, was a 90, and so the student in her grade book saw an 89.56 listed as a B. She sent me an email with some not entirely nice language in it. It was kind of weird to get that email because I'd actually raised her grade so that she would have an A. And that made me not as excited to raise her grade, I will admit that. So before you get too mad, I would just suggest maybe emailing the professor and maybe verify that this professor rounds up, because there's a good chance that that's what's going on here. So I hope that's the case here, and I hope this helps you.